Hi everyone, welcome. This is our third ukulele lesson. It's nice to see you all. I hope you are happy and healthy. My name is Tedoldi, and I am one of the music teachers here in the Foxborough Public Schools. And this is our third week of ukulele lessons. So on store for us today, we're going to review some of our chords that we've done the last two lessons. And if you haven't chimed in, that's okay. I'll reteach them. We're going to learn another chord, a new one. It'll be easy, so don't worry about it. And then we'll do, actually we're going to talk today a little bit about doing a different strumming pattern with our right hand to try to mix things up a little bit. And then lastly, we'll end with a song, and we will do You Are My Sunshine, which I thought was appropriate today, given this rainy weather. Maybe if we sing a song about some sun, that will bring us some good weather. So we'll see. All right, so let's get started. So first of all, check to make sure that you're in tune. My ukulele sounds like this. If you don't sound like that, you can pause this recording and go ahead and get yourself tuned. And again, if you're going to tune, make sure that you're following the fine tuners that belong to the correct string. So you just want to find that string maybe that doesn't sound quite like mine, and then see if you can adjust it and make it so that it sounds like mine. And again, there's a bunch of tuning apps out there that you can check out or download for your smartphone or tablet that you have. So again, this is what I sound like. Great. Cool. So let's start. Let's review. Let's actually just jump right into working on a new strumming pattern. So strumming is what we do with our right hand. And what we've been doing so far is just doing a down strum. And remember, when you do that, you can use sort of the front of your hand. Some people like to use their thumb. If you use your thumb, you'll notice that produces a softer sound. I kind of like to make this sort of alligator shape with my hand, and then go ahead and use it on my ukulele. So when we go away from our body, we call that a down strum. When we catch the strings on the way back towards our body, we call this up. So go ahead and try to go up. You'll probably never just go up like this, but just for the sake of learning what that means, just try it with me. Good. Ooh, there's a bug in my face. All right, so we'll do, so now do down and up and just alternate. Some people, when you do that, some people complain that their fingers get caught on the strings on the way up. So just make sure that you're using kind of like the very sort of pad parts of your fingers, and maybe avoid using your nails or even like the corner of your fingers where it might get stuck. So just play around with it. This shouldn't hurt. Your fingers shouldn't hurt. If it does, you're probably doing it too hard. You shouldn't be catching any of the strings, like I said, on the way up, so just try to be careful about that. But this should just be like a fluid kind of movement. All right, so now we're going to do just a basic strumming pattern. This is kind of like a shuffle strum, we might call this. It's a little modified, but we're going to do is a series of downs and ups. So it will look like this, but I just want you to watch me first before you try. So what I just did was I went down, down, up, up, down, 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 up, up, down. Why don't you say that with me first before you even try it? So down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. And then notice when I did that, I was kind of shadow strumming with my right hand before I actually put it on the instrument. So try that again with me, see if you can say the strumming pattern and shadow it with your right hand. So let's try that again. Ready, and down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. Great. So now let's try that on our instrument. Same thing. See if you can continue to say the pattern just to kind of get that going in your brain so that your brain connects with your hands. Here we go. Ready, and down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. So the more you do that, I would encourage you just to kind of try to get it so that you can do that strumming pattern basically in your sleep. We want to make it so that it's something you don't really have to think about. One thing about finding the placement of where you want to strum on your ukulele, maybe you'll notice that I'm playing a little bit over this part of the instrument versus sort of like over the hole here. I think this produces kind of a tinny sound on my instrument. So you kind of want to figure out where on your instrument it might sound the best, and sometimes I find that playing right about here, this is also a comfortable spot for me to play. So try that again with me. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. Cool. So let's add our left hand with that, and let's review the chords that we're going to use for today's song. So let's go back to that C major. So that's going to be the one finger chord that we learned. So I'm going to take finger number 3 on string number 1, fret number 3. So this is C major. Finger number 3, string number 1, fret number 3. And why don't you try that with our new strumming pattern? Great, so that's our C major review. Now I'm going to teach you the one new chord that I promised we would learn today. So this is actually going to be C7. It's actually very similar to C major, which we just did. So all I'm going to do is take finger number 1, fret number 1, string number 1. So finger number 1, fret number 1, string number 1. Sounds a little different. It's got kind of that bluesy sound to it. All right, you go back to C. Try C major. Here we go. Go to C7, the one we just learned, and so that's finger number 1, string number 1, fret number 1. Okay, so now let's review F major, which we did last week, and then we will do G7, which I think we did on our first week together. So F major, you're going to take finger number 1, string number 2, fret number 1. Finger number 2, fret number 2, string 4. Now can you go back to C major? Here we go. Good. Okay, go back to F major, ready, and. And then C. do our last chord review, and then I'll go over all 4 of them again, and we'll do those in a little pattern together. So this one is G7. This is one of those triangle chords, but we're going to flip this one upside down from the one we did last week. So I'm going to take finger number 1, fret number 1, string number 2. I'm going to take finger number 2, string number 3, fret number 2. And then lastly, finger number 3, fret number 2, string number 1. That gives me this nice triangle position. Sounds like this. And remember, when we're doing this, if your chord sounds a little funny, maybe it sounds like a little muted, like you get one of these kind of muted sounding strings in here. Sometimes what can happen is our finger can collapse and cause us to push another string down. So just be really careful and make sure you're playing in the very tips of your fingers. And if you can also isolate each string and make sure that they all ring. And if one of them doesn't ring, that's going to be the string that you might be pushing down on by accident or something. So that's a way to kind of check your strings to see if it works. So again, we'll do that with that strum pattern. So down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Can you go to C? Good, back to C. Let's go back to G7. Here we go. If yours doesn't sound like mine, take a look at my fingers, where they are. Good. And then back to C. I think you're doing a pretty good job. I have a good sense about that, even though I can't see you. So let's keep going. So let's review those 4 again, and then we'll get into our song. So we just did C for a while, but just a quick review. This one is C major. So I have finger number 3, string number 1, fret number 3. And let's go to C7. Remember, that's that one that sounds kind of bluesy. Good. And your first finger goes on string number 1, fret number 1. Very good. And F major, so that's our 2-finger chord. First finger, fret number 1, string number 2. Finger number 2, fret number 2, string number 4. Good. It's a nice happy sound. And then G7, so that's going to use those 3 fingers, and it looks a little bit like a triangle. First finger actually stays right where it was for F major. So first finger, second fret, first fret, second string. Second finger goes on string number 3, fret number 2, and then third finger goes string number 1, fret number 2. Let's do this. We'll do those chords kind of in this order, and we'll put C major in between all of the chords. So we'll do C, then go to C7, and then go back to C. And then F is going to come next. Here's F. Back to C. And then you guessed it, G7 is going to come up next. G7. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, then back to C. top, so go to C7, down, up, up, down. And we're going to go back to C. And then F. And then back to C, here we go. Good. And then G7. And then C. Good job. Oof, shake my hand out a little bit there. Great, so that's basically the order of the chords for the most part that You Are My Sunshine will occur in. They'll happen a little bit faster, but that was just a way for you to kind of get that pattern in your head. So if you need to review any of those or you want to do that, you can go ahead and pause this recording and rewind back and go ahead and try all of that again. But I think let's move on. So this is basic. We'll go a little bit faster with the strum pattern for the song. And I'll call out the chords, and you just play along with me. And then we'll end with doing it with the lyrics. All right? So it starts on C. And then C7, then F. Back to C. And then F. And then C, G7, and then C, and then we repeat. C7, C, F, C, G7. Good, do it again. Here comes that quick C7, F, back to C, F, and C, G7. So that's the basic pattern of the song, and maybe if you know the melody to the song, I tried to hum it a little bit for you, maybe you kind of heard how that works. So use your musical intuition to tell you where your chords change. You can kind of usually hear where they come. It usually happens in a very even, kind of mathematical way. But if you're not hearing it yet, that's also okay too. So again, you can kind of rewind and go back and check this out at your own pace. So let's do this with our lyrics. And maybe the sun will come out. Maybe. Here we go. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Do it again. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. We'll do that one more time. You are my sunshine, my good. And of course, the sun in this song is an analogy for somebody that you love. So this is a great song to sing with your family or for anybody who maybe you miss dearly. This is a great song for everybody. So I hope that you're having a great time with your ukulele lessons, and I hope that this is bringing you some joy. And again, we miss you all very much, and we can't wait to see you all very soon. And I hope, again, that you're happy and healthy. And thank you for tuning in. Thanks again to Foxborough Cable Access for hosting this, and we'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.